look at your never-ending parade of stupid. Man, I wish I could be down there. I actually contemplated putting in a segment at the end of the show just so I can go and watch this, because it just looks like a good time. Just send Bob down there. You still got that camera mounted on that baseball bat? Maybe you should go get yourself a photo. A group of moms is taking its strollers to the streets today. Tucson Moms Demand Action, or Tum-Duh. 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 Doesn't really work, does it? Tum-Duh. Tucson Moms Demand Action, a branch of the national group which advocates for tighter gun control laws, will be holding stroller jams. Stroller jams. Ain't no jam like a stroller jam, I'll tell you what. This will be taking place on Suntran buses as a way to ask the legislature to give local municipalities control over who can and who can't bring guns onto a bus. The good news is at least there'll be some people on the Suntran buses today. Whoa.
Waka waka.
Stroller jam. Now, are these actual moms, or are they just people that have strollers? How many homeless people in the area who just, pack their strollers full of aluminum cans end up just showing up and taking part as well? I have a shopping cart. Strollers only, ma'am. I'm sorry. You can't discriminate. Tucson's done a lot of other common sense solutions, but we can't do this one? That, according to Tucson chapter leader Jocelyn Strauss. It's not fair for the state to dictate to cities what they can do. What? We had this thing called the Arizona State Legislature, right? And you do know it's filled with Democrats and Republicans and Democrats, right? Because that kind of happens, all the time. These things called state laws. It's not fair for the state to dictate to cities what they can do. God, could you imagine what Tucson would be like if we didn't have that form of government locally? Oh, my gosh. Every corner would be filled with really bad art. Oh, wait, it already is. The protest stems from an incident about a month ago when a man boarded a Suntran bus with a loaded AR-15 and sat with his finger near the trigger while he waited for the stop. I love how the story has turned into this now. It wasn't just a guy who had a gun with him on the bus. It was a guy who had his gun and his finger was near the trigger. If you're holding the gun, anywhere on that gun, your finger could be near the trigger. I mean, the guns aren't that big. It's not like it was a bazooka. If you say his finger was near the trigger on a bazooka, okay, I'll give it to you. That's a really, really large weapon. It's just an AR-15. Your finger, if your hand is holding it, it's near the trigger. It takes that long. You could have it over here, and that long to get there. Here, that's near. And the bazooka would be like, a little bit longer. Finger near the trigger. Oh, it gets better, by the way. Strauss said she was appalled after hearing the news that someone could just carry a firearm in a menacing way on a bus. A menacing way? Menacing? Yeah, I'm sure the guy was on the bus and he's standing there with his finger near the trigger with an angry look on his face like he's about to go Rambo on everybody. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. Well, you public transportation riders. Menacing way. I'm pretty sure he was just sitting on the bus. Just, how's it going? What's going on? A Suntran spokeswoman said the company doesn't have the ability to prohibit anyone from bringing Gus on board the bus, and they are acting within the law. Now, I'll get into more of this coming up, because you know who's spearheading it? Tracksuit Steve. I'm very worried about people riding the bus, carrying weapons. It's a very big concern. Quick question. When was the last time anybody was shot on a Suntran bus? Wait, don't answer that question. No, I'm pretty sure it hasn't happened in a long, long time. Certainly not anybody holding a weapon in a menacing way. Stroller jams. By the way, are there kids in those strollers? Because based off their own admission, to put them on a Suntran bus based off of what they believe would be putting those children in danger. Somebody should call Child Protective Services. I also think people should carry weapons on buses today, just in protest.